Hello Libra, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out, as that truly does help my channel and everybody else that needs to get this message. I want to remind everyone that it is a general reading. It's definitely going to completely resonate for some of you, but not all of you. So whatever resonates, take that. It's yours, those bits and pieces, okay? And leave the rest behind. Take a look at your Venus, Moon, and Rising sign readings as well, because that'll just give you a much bigger, broader answer for what you're looking for here. And this reading is, Spirit needs you to know the divine guidance that you've been closed off to. So Spirit has been guiding you, but you haven't been open to it. You haven't been receiving it for some reason. Too much resistance in your life, maybe. So let's get the guidance that you need right now. Oh, oops, wrong deck. But whatever. This deck will be ready to go too. Okay, we're going to start off with messages from Spirit from the Motivation Manifesto deck and this deck, which is Soul's Journey. Then we'll move into the Tarot Illuminati, which is this guy here. All the decks will be listed below. Click on the title of the video. That'll drop down the description box. And once you get the description box drop down, the link to the extended version of this video will be there as well. Okay, so there's that and that. Okay, so Spirit's messages for you to start off are, let us awaken now and realize there is greater vibrancy, joy, and freedom available to each of us. So wherever you're sitting right now, Libra, know that there is a better place for you, where you'll be happier, you'll have more freedom. And then you have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah. I feel like you have to, what you're needing to do is let go of something. Have the discipline to let go of something that's no longer serving you so that you can awaken. You need to awaken and discipline yourself in your forward movement is what I'm hearing, because Spirit is trying to guide you and move you toward a better place, a place that's going to bring you much more happiness and freedom and joy. Okay, so, oh, my deck is upside down. First card out. Chariot. Wow. The artwork in this deck is just crazy. Look at the yeah, okay. Spirit just took me back to your Soul's Journey card here. Look at the discipline in this picture. The horses are very disciplined. He's got the reins on these horses, but he probably could steer them without reins, because that's exactly what it looks like to me. Like, they're very disciplined, they're very trained, very well trained. They know exactly what they need to do to move forward, and they know intuitively where he wants them to go. And therefore, he can move at any speed he wants to. He can go as fast as he wants and not have to worry about anything, you know, going wrong or breaking down or whatever. It's going to get him where he wants to go. And then you have the Hierophant. This is all about doing what's right. living life from a place of integrity. But when I say doing what's right, that includes for you, Libra. Do what's right for you. And Spirit is pointing out on his lap here that sacrificial lamb. But he hasn't been sacrificed, and you're not to sacrifice either. Don't sacrifice your happiness in moving forward, because Spirit is trying to move you in a direction where there's more happiness. You don't need to sacrifice it. You've got much more coming your way. And now you've got the Six of Swords. That's exactly what this is saying. Spirit is trying to move you out of a place that is no longer working for you, where you're not really happy. And if you were to really be totally honest with yourself and Spirit, you would say the same thing, that you're not happy where you are or where you were. And that's why you're being moved forward out of there to a better place for you. Ten of Swords. This is over. Whatever this is, it's over. It caused a lot of pain. It did a lot of damage, is what I'm feeling. But it's over. And look at, this is where you're headed. Look at that. That's the sun about to come up. This darkness that you find yourself in right now is almost done. The sun is about to rise on your world, Libra, again. Nine of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. That is independence. It's being on your own. Self-sufficient. It's also financial independence. So if any of you have been having financial difficulties, that's coming to an end. But Spirit wants you to receive the guidance so that you can get to that place, because without the guidance, you don't know which way to go. And that's what's coming in right here. Spirit has been trying to guide you. You just haven't been open to it. No doubt. Look at where you're at. It doesn't look to me like this guy's able to hear anything from anyone. Too much pain, betrayal. Left for dead, basically. But the overall energy is a Nine of Pentacles. This is you standing tall and proud, coming back into your own, taking back your power, awakening now, and realize that there's a better place for you, a place that gives you greater vibrancy, more happiness and freedom. No more sacrificing. You get what you want for a change, Libra. Okay, now we're going to get some cards from Gaia Oracle. Didn't want to come. Oh, it's beautiful. It's where you're headed, Libra. Card 26 breaks down to an 8. It's all about your abundance. Peace. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Let it go. There's your sunrise. Look at. That's what's coming up behind you there. No more darkness. No more nastiness. This sits on top of the Chariot and the Hierophant. No more sacrificing. Discipline. The discipline to move forward to a place where you don't have to sacrifice anything anymore. And you find peace and happiness. Now you have card 36, which breaks down to a 9, which is all about tying up loose ends, bringing things to a close so that you can move forward. This is just closure, right? Moonlight, travel, romance, potential. This is taking you forward to a place where there is potential for happiness. This sits on top of the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. Like I said, doing what's right for you and moving forward, moving away from whatever this situation is. It's going to take you to a place of romance and pure potential. New love. You know, you've got the sun here, you've got the full moon here, and you've got the sun here again. Another 9. Closing things up. Ending chapters. Evolution. Earth changes, climate change, transformation. Your life is changing and transforming into something different, something brighter. Look at the colors in these cards. This, just looking at the colors here, look at, you've got beautiful, bright, sunny light flanking a dark period here. So where you were happy and everything was smooth and great in your life, then you went into this dark period of uncertainty, and you move out of that into another place of beauty and light and certainty, clarity, right? Now that sits on top of the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You're moving out of that. Moving on is moving you to this place, excuse me, of evolution and transformation. And that's in a good way. Now we're going to get Heal Yourself. Oh boy. Self-sabotage, card number 2. This is all about duality, relationships, partnerships. I feel like this is where you're at, where you've been. You self-sabotage. And that could come from resentment from sacrificing yourself. We should never sacrifice ourselves in a relationship, ever. Not ever. We need to be more disciplined. Know what's right for you and move in that direction. Because invariably, when we do sacrifice ourselves in relationships, we end up resenting it down the road. And that's self-sabotage. Now this sits on top of the Peace card and the Moonlight card. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. This looks pretty disturbing to me. That's self-sabotage. Those unwanted and disturbing thoughts. It's what's creating that in your life. Instead, move into a place of self-love. This is card 24, which breaks down to a 6, which is love. Shift from self-sabotage. This is what I'm hearing. Shift from self-sabotage into self-love. That's what you're doing. I think Spirit's trying to help you move. You've got the Six of Swords here. This is divine guidance. This is you being moved away from this darkness here into this self-love here, because this sits on the dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts and the Moonlight, which is travel, romance, and potential. Self-love sits on the Moonlight and evolution. This is all about transformation. This is you transforming from a self-sabotaging person within relationships into having that self-love. You're moving out of and away from. the sacrificing that you've been doing in probably most, if not all, the relationships that you've been in. It never works. We always end up resenting. Okay, now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. When you're with the right person, Libra, you don't need to sacrifice. They love you unconditionally and they love everything about you. You don't have to change or sacrifice anything for that person. Oh my God. You're transforming because this, okay. So Spirit needs you to know the divine guidance that you've been closed off to, because they're trying to move you towards your twin. Yin, yang, Zen, balance. Chariot, balance. Union, duality. Number 2, duality. Coupling, complement each other. You are being shifted towards your twin flame. Now, those of you that are watching this don't know what a twin flame soulmate is, Google it. Because there is a lot of information about a twin flame soulmate, and I couldn't begin to explain all of it to you here. But that's why Spirit so desperately wants you to get this guidance that you've been shut off to. You've been closed off to the guidance because of whatever this is up here. This situation that you find yourself in. This 10 of Swords situation. This sacrificial relationship that you find yourself in. Because it's so full of resistance. Anything negative is resistance. And because it's so full of resistance, you're pinched off from hearing your guides. Meditate, Libra, meditate. I don't care if you don't like meditating, don't want to meditate. You don't have to. Go for a walk in nature. That's a form of meditation. Take up a hobby, a craft. Something you love to do. Sing, dance, draw, color, paint. Create something. That, when we do that and we get focused and stuck on what we're working on there, you know those things that you start and 15 minutes goes by and you look at your watch and it's not 15 minutes, it's 2 hours? You think, oh my God, where'd the time go? That's a form of meditation. Okay, now we're going to get a synchronicity oracle card for you. So you're being moved out of this situation because Spirit wants you and your twin to come together now. It's time. It's time for you to awaken. And that greater vibrancy, joy, and freedom that's available to you comes when you come into union with your twin. I love your reading, Libra. This is amazing. Yeah, see the bigger picture. So you're in a situation right now where you're heartbroken. You've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed, deceived. You're left for dead. Whatever this is for you. You've had to sacrifice. Now you're resenting and you're being shoved forward by Spirit. And I feel confusion and confliction. That is not the bigger picture. This is the bigger picture. Coming together with your twin flame. This is minuscule. And please, I don't mean to diminish what you're going through. I know you're probably going through something horrible right now. Very painful. But what you need to know is that is not the big picture here. That was necessary to get you with your twin. So when I created this deck, I'd been seeing a bunch of different numbers randomly but frequently, and I wanted to know what they meant. They're on the cards, and whatever I was given as an answer is also on the card. So if you see 1212 from this point forward, it means see the bigger picture. See things through the eyes of your soul and source energy. Okay? Now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Whoa. Let's do that one again. It's interesting that it split the way it did there. That was very cool. All in divine timing. Isn't it always? So in other words, have patience. It's coming. But it's going to be divine timing. I don't think it's too far off, because that's why Spirit wanted me to do these readings like this. Because you need this message. You needed to see this and hear this. Because this is coming. And Spirit needs you to be ready for it. Okay, now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card. Card number 2. So, partnership, relationships, duality. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Use the law of attraction to attract the things to you in your life that you want. Wow, this is an amazing reading, Libra. I am loving this. I was guided to do the reading around that message. And I'm so happy that I was, because I've done two readings now, and both of them were amazing. Okay, I want to ask your guides and Spirit now what it is that you need to really focus on and get serious about in order to move this as quickly as possible and pain-free as possible towards your twin flame. I'm going to do that in the extended. So click on the title of the video. That'll drop down my description box. The link to your extended video will be there. It takes you to my website. Those of you that are going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.